it was overweight. No, it was overweight. Live from that.
Well, if you've been online at all in the past year, you probably know who Ice Spice is, whether you like it or not. She was everywhere for a hot minute. And let's be real, she blew up fast, like blink and you miss it fast. One day, nobody knew who she was, and then, boom. Munch dropped, and suddenly she's the hottest thing on TikTok. That line, "You thought I was feeling you," was literally all over the place.
Oh, you thought I was feeling you? That nigga's a munch. Nigga's a eater, he eat it for lunch.
And you couldn't scroll through TikTok without hearing it.
What? I was feeling you?
But somehow, just a year after that insane rise, her fan base has dropped off by more than 50%, and now she's got more haters than stans. So what went wrong? Let's start with the obvious. Twerking. Now, don't get it twisted, Ice Spice is talented. She's got bars, a unique look, and that Bronx energy that's hard to ignore. Plus, let's be honest, she knows how to move. The girl can twerk, and she knows it. But the thing is, she won't stop twerking. I'm serious, it's like wherever she goes, the twerking follows. It's like her go-to move, her ultimate ability. But here's the thing. What was funny and eye-catching at first has become kind of stale. It's like that one kid who blew up doing the floss dance. Cool for a while, but after a few months, it's like, all right, dude, we get it. What else you got? Everywhere Ice Spice goes, the twerking shows up, whether it's during performances, live stream, or even when people are asking her to freestyle. Instead of rapping, she just started twerking.
You gonna freestyle? Huh?
Of course I can freestyle with you. Yeah, I like my freestyle.
It was like, sis, what are you doing? This is a freestyle, not a dance-off. People are starting to clown on her for it too. If you look at the comment sections of her videos now, it's full of stuff like, twerking is her original talent. Is there anything else Ice Spice is known for aside from her behind? She knows why she's famous, and it's mother bars. Why was your freestyle better than her actual music? Harsh? Absolutely. But that's how brutal the internet can be. People are straight up asking if she would still sell out shows if she stopped twerking. Like, if she wasn't out here shaking it 24/7, would people even care?
Her body is more popular than her music. And it's always been like that, whether it's the millions of young girls following her because they want to be like her, or whether it's the thirsty basement-dwelling teenage boys who get turned on when they see her fat ass.
Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking. Okay, so what if she twerks a lot? If the music is fire, who cares? And you're right. If the music was fire, the twerking would just be a bonus. But here's the thing. The music has gotten kinda stale too.
I feel like Ice Spice lacks the capacity and the ability to make a good record. Really, to me on the surface, it reads more like a lack of effort than anything.
Don't get me wrong, Munch was a certified banger. It hit at the perfect time with that catchy beat and Ice Spice's nonchalant delivery that made it feel like she wasn't even trying, but still killing it. But after Munch, everything started to sound the same. It's like every song has the same type of beat, the same lyrics, and the same message.
Mostly because the vast majority of everything on this record is so recycled and self-referential. As Miss Spice hits most of these songs with the same flows we've heard again and again and again, same vocal deliveries, same drill-influenced grooves, a lot of third-person references to herself being a baddie, the fact that she's thick, people she's better than or flirting with. Also, of course, a heaping helping of poop and diaper jokes to get a rise out of people.
And what is that message, you ask? Basically, every song boils down to, I'm hotter than this other girl, I can take your man, I'm richer, and I don't care about you. Over and over again. There's only so many times you can say the same thing before people start tuning out. Oh, and let's not forget about the weird poop references. I don't know who told Ice Spice that talking about poop in your verses was a good idea, but she needs to fire that person as soon as possible. Like, in her song BB Belt, she literally says,
Chewy's on, and I BB my belt. I'm as poopy, but I never smell.
Excuse me? What? I'm sorry, but that's just trash. And it's not a one-time thing either. She's got a weird obsession with mentioning poop in her songs. One of her more popular tracks is literally named after poop. You can't make this stuff up. And these lyrics aren't just throwaway bars hidden in the middle of a verse. These are the choruses. The stuff that gets repeated over and over. I mean, come on. Remember when songs used to tell stories or have some kind of meaning? Now we've got Ice Spice out here going viral for talking about poop. And yes, TikTok has even dedicated entire videos to counting all the times Ice Spice mentions poop in her music. It's like a whole thing now. So yeah, the music isn't really helping her case. Now let's talk about the drama because oh boy, there's a lot of it. If you thought the twerking and bad music were enough to hurt her career, wait until you hear about the beef. First, she allegedly threw shade at Nicki Minaj after their collab, which, as you can imagine, didn't sit well with the Barbie.
Facts that were leaked were around the time that Ice Spice was signing a deal with Nicki Minaj's label. Apparently her friend said, "Does she just not realize that she's asking for too much?" To which Ice Spice said, "No, she doesn't think so at all." She also said, "Hopefully, but we're about to put out another record in June for the Barbie soundtrack, which is an opportunity I brought her." Ice Spice continued, "Because Barbie asked me to do it alone, but since that's her brand, I invited her on and she doesn't even see that as me bringing her something. She's kind of like my mom, ungrateful and delusional. I just cut her off, by the way, not speaking to her till January." Ice Spice also claimed that Nicki Minaj wanted all of the publishing to her songs.
If you know anything about Nicki's fan base, you know they do not play. They're like the Beehive. They'll drag you through the mud if you even think about coming for Nicki. So naturally, Ice Spice found herself on the wrong side of that fan base. Then there's the mess with Madeline Argy, which started over, you guessed it, a guy. Central C, to be exact. Ice Spice was out here taunting Malene, basically rubbing it in her face that she stole her man.
Imagine you break up with your boyfriend one night and the next day he is posted up with Ice Spice and Chrome Heart. I didn't even actually get to break up with him and he's already with the next girl.
That's some next level petty. But wait, there's more. Most recently, Ice Spice found herself in yet another drama-filled feud, this time with her own friend Cleo Trappa.
Ice, very early in the morning, "Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come." And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, "No, I want you to perform." And I gag. "You want me to perform?" She ain't never, ever brought me out on stage.
Ice Spice invited Cleo on tour with her and told her not to worry about money because she'd cover everything. But apparently that didn't happen. Cleo went on TikTok to vent about how she was treated like a second-class citizen on the tour, and the whole thing blew up.
You know, leave, go back to the hotel. I turned around, and my bag is still there. My bag was still there. All her bags was gone. I'm just like, why would somebody just leave my bag? Like, I asked the security, I'm like, "Can you take my bag?" He said no. I was like, what?
And Ice Spice's response? Basically brushing it off and calling Cleo entitled for thinking she should get the same treatment as Ice's crew.
Sharing my stage with you and you feeling so entitled, like you thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, how I'm in the shower, you gon' barge in while I'm trying to press me about some bags, that you gotta carry some bags. What? Like, nah, that's that shit, bro, but that's all I could do, y'all.
And that just made her look even worse. Like, Ms. Poopy, you invited her on the tour, and now you're mad she's asking for some basic respect? It's not a good look. So, here we are. Ice Spice, who a year ago was at the top of the world, now has a shrinking fan base, repetitive music, a twerking problem, and enough drama to fuel a reality show. But can she turn it around? Honestly, maybe. She's got the talent, she's got the look, and she's already proven that she can create viral moments. But if she wants to stick around, she's going to need to evolve, both as an artist and as a person. The twerking gimmick isn't going to work forever, neither is the same old recycled lyrics, and she definitely needs to stay out of unnecessary drama. If she can find a way to bring more variety to her music, cut down on the gimmicks, and focus on building a more solid connection with her fans, there's a chance she could bounce back. I mean, we've seen artists reinvent themselves before. Look at Cardi B. She went from love and hip-hop to a Grammy-winning artist. It's possible. But what do you guys think? Is Ice Spice on the decline, or is she just getting started? If you think she can make a comeback, comment 1, or no chance for her, comment 0. See you. Peace.